You're welcome to Life of Value TV. It's a channel where we share tips to help you become better, to help you become valuable. We talk about everything. Yeah. The idea is just to give value to your life, to give value to you, to make you become that better you desire to become. So today we're looking at the red flags in relationship, what to watch out. Red flags in relationship. A lot of people, after going into a relationship, 1 year down the line, 2 years down the line, you know, they begin to, discover certain things, and they be wondering, okay, I've given in 2 years of my life, I've given you 3 years of my life. I can't afford to lose these years and start all over again. So despite they've seen the red flags, they still continue in the relationship, hoping and believing that this person will change, will turn a new leaf when they are married. Hello, sis. Hello, bro. It doesn't work that way. A lot of people saw the danger at the earliest possible time, but they chose to forge ahead, having this belief like, I can change this person. I believe that when you're married, you change, she will change. I don't think this will continue by the time we have start raising children, start having a family. You know, you can't change anybody. It's even difficult for you to change yourself. It takes the grace of God, the help of the Holy Spirit to change someone. And even for someone to change, the person that you need, the person you need that needs that change has a lot of responsibility to help even the change to occur. So you can't assume, or you can't start, having this assumption that this person will change after marriage. It's not going to work. So when you see these red flags, you have to sit yourself down and ask yourself, can I proceed? Can I live with this? Can I cope? Now, if you ask yourself these questions and you feel you can cope, well, it's your life. But if you think that this is danger looming, a lot of people have died in marriages because of what they saw in the relationship, and they chose to keep quiet, or they chose to condone it, and the thing, became more like a dragon that maimed their life. So, friends, I am of the opinion that anything you do in life is based on choice. Marriage is by choice, relationship is by choice. When you see certain red flags in relationship, it's time for you to sit down and analyze. It's time for you to sit down and ask yourself pertinent questions. Am I comfortable with these things, these habits, these concerns? Can I cope with them? And if you can't cope with them, you call it a quit. A broken relationship is better than a broken marriage. A lot of people have gone through challenges of marriage, abuse, emotional traumas, and psychological issues, all because they turned blind eye to certain red flags that they saw while they were dating this person, or while they were in a relationship with this person, and they chose to condone it. So one of the first red flag I want to talk about is anger. A lot of people have these anger issues, like their own is beyond the normal. A lot of people, because they are temperamental, it's difficult for them to just let go of certain things. When they are angry, they need to destroy something. When they are angry, they hit. When they are angry, they just have to do something for the anger to subside. If you're a kind of person that cannot contain this stuff, this I call it sometimes rage, then it is a red flag. Stay away. Call it quits. No matter how good this person has been, no matter how loving and caring, and how this person has been with you and all of that, if you can't cope, you watch it. If you can't cope, there are also certain things you say, what triggers this anger. A lot of people are so loving, so calm, so cool. They don't get angry. They may get angry once in a while, and when they get angry, it can subside. And when they have a way to control themselves. But for someone who cannot control his or her anger and needs to destroy the things around them, need to hit someone, need to vent the anger on something, and such things can lead to death. So this is a very important red flag you need to watch out in a relationship. Everybody has, a level of temper. but ability to control your temper, ability. Even the Bible says that he that cannot control his spirits, he cannot control himself. Is cannot control, is cannot even do anything. Can is a ruined person, because if you cannot control yourself when you're angry, you can't do anything. And people that can do anything when they are angry can kill, because at that point, it's anger is the devil's anointing. At that time, when it comes upon the person will not know what he or she is doing until they achieve a purpose. And most times it's always a bad purpose, either to destroy something, to kill someone, to take to stab somebody, to break things that are you cannot even fix back, to tear certificates, to burn a house, to kill. So these are things that the extremes anger can take one to. So when you're in a relationship and your partner or your spouse or your friend or whoever you're relating with, your fiancé is a hot-tempered person, someone that is prone to anger, watch it. Can you cope? Is this something you can cope? Is this someone that when he's angry and you apologize and the person will accept? Is this someone that needs to retaliate before they can calm down? Is this someone that when he's angry, no matter who calls them, no matter who begs them, they will still do what is in their mind? Watch out. It's a red sign. It's a red flag. Watch out. Danger is looming. It might not be immediate. It might be 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, and you might be the one who is the victim, or he who is even angry can become the victim. When you who have jailed begins takes out your anger or frustration on that person, it might lead to it. You might become a murderer in the future because of this red flag which you failed to to work on, or you failed to see, or you were blinded to see in your relationship. Another red flag you have to watch out your relationship is what I call a lot of people are calling breach of trust. If you're in a relationship with someone who cannot keep his mouth shut, who talks a lot, who cannot have certain secrets, there are family secrets, there are relationships, there are things that when you're in a relationship with someone and maybe you'll be able to confide in them, this is my past, this is who I used to be, and I'm a changed person now, I'm no longer that person I used to be. And this person cannot condone, cannot take it. You see, you start hearing these things outside and you'll be wondering, I never shared these things with any other person, besides this person. And you begin to hear these things. And maybe once that's a challenge, the person will start using those of past to judge you. It's a red flag. Such a person will never forget all those things you told them. They will use it to haunt you. They will use it to blackmail you. Sometimes they will use it to what we call emotional blackmail. When someone keeps reminding you of being abusive, your emotions is being drained every day because of the things they know about you. So when people, when someone you're in a relationship with someone that any little issue, they start remembering what you told them, start using your past to judge you, start saying that's how you went and did this, that's how it's a red sign. That because in marriage, spouses, they have differences, but they sometimes they even quarrel to make up. There's no perfect couple or marriage anywhere, but rather we have couples who are able to condone each other, tolerate each other, to have a beautiful home. But if you have a spouse in a relationship with someone who cannot keep quiet, who talks too much, who is flippant, who will use your past, which you've told them in trust, in confidence, to judge you, or begin to hear things outside. Because such a person, when we discuss things, when you're married to the person, you begin to discuss family issues, you have issues in your family. These are the same persons that will go and share it outside when you didn't permit them. So you have to watch it. So when you're in a relationship with someone who is flippant, who talks too much, it's a challenge. And if you can't cope with it, it's better you stay away. It's better you call it quits, so you can have peace of mind, so that you can be able to, move on. You mustn't die because you're in a relationship. You sacrifice your future. You mustn't sacrifice your peace because you're in a relationship. Another red flag I want to talk about is, what do I call this one? I would say, okay, let me just put it this way. Another red flag in a relationship which we avoid is people who cannot take decisions by themselves. This is a problem for some people, because if you have someone who cannot take decision by themselves, who need to depend on someone, after discussing something with them, they will need to call their mother. After they have discussed as husband or wife, or two people in a relationship, this is what we're going to do. All of a sudden, you see the person will change the discussion or the decision. Well, I discussed with my mom, and my mom said, you've noticed it is now a pattern for everything people are going to do. There should be an approval from a third party. It's a problem. It's a red flag. For those who cannot take decisions by themselves, you have to look at it. Can I cope? Being able to discuss something with your spouse, okay, for example, this is the school our children are going to go to, or because we can afford it, and all of us say, no, my mom said, my dad said, my sister said. People like that is a problem, because they can't stand on their own. For every decision they make, someone has to approve. So it's a red flag. Watch out for those who do not have what it takes to stand by their decision. It's a red flag. Watch out for those who hit. When a man begins to hit you, a woman begins to hit you, a little problem, she has slapped you. When a man, a little challenge has slapped you because you just said something, he just slapped you and begin to beg you with roses, begin to beg you with cars, begin to beg you with money, is a red flag. When a man begins to hit you, he will continue. When a man hits you first and you say, well, it's just a mistake, he's going to hit you again. So when a man or in a woman you're in a relationship with hits you, is very abusive, very jealous. You talk to someone on the phone, you say, oh, it's not your cousin. Who is that person? All these people, they monitor you with a little thing. Because you're in a relationship with them, you don't have freedom. That's a problem. It's a red flag. Someone who is abusive will be jealous. Because when they are jealous, they want to feel you're dating someone else, you're seeing another woman, you're seeing another man. That's this jealousy. So a person who cannot contain his or her jealousy is not, it's a red flag for me. And I know it's a red flag, because if you look at it over time, the person might become abusive. If you're in a relation with someone who do not allow you to be yourself, it's a red flag. You must be able to express yourself, be who you are. That you're married to someone or you're in a relationship with someone doesn't mean you should hide your potentials and subsume it under the person's own. No. You should be able to express yourself. It has nothing to do with submission. It's about expression. Being able to express, this is who I am, and your spouse, be able to support who you are and help your vision, help your potentials to grow. That's the place of caution. That's the place of pruning. The person can help you prune your potential, prune yourself to become a better person. But anyone who in a relationship with and doesn't want you to become who you want to be, no, you have to take permission for everything. You can't do that. No. I don't want them to see you. You can't go on social media. You don't have to do that video. Why must you go to that birthday party? You mustn't go for that wedding. No, they will see you. I don't want anybody to get attracted to you. No. It's a problem. People that have trust issues, you have to watch it out. When your partner has trust issues, it's a red flag. Look at it, watch it. Watch it. It's a problem. But if you feel you can cope with it, fine. But it's a red flag. When someone does not trust you, then the person starts suspecting you. When they start suspecting you, problem. Because two cannot work except they agree. Once there's a breach of trust, once there's no trust in any relationship, whatever you're doing is nothing. When someone cannot say, I'm going to Ibadan, and lo and behold, the person is in Ibadan, or I'm going to the office and the person is there, you can believe that person is there. Rather than, I'm going to Abuja, you're thinking, no, he has gone to Dubai, or she has gone to see that man, no, he has gone to be with that lady. When you have trust issues in your relationship, it's better you call it quits. Because when you force yourself and get married because of society, because of what people will say, because of family pressure, you are the one that will bear the brunt. You are the one that will suffer the marriage. You are the one that will hear it. And by the time you start complaining, people will ask you, didn't you see it? Didn't you see it? So in a relationship with someone who is hard for the person to give. For me, giving is one of those signs of love. Even Jesus, because God loved all that, he gave his only begotten son. If you're in a relation with someone who cannot give, it's difficult for the person to give. And you can cope with it, fine for you. But if you're someone that loves people to give you something, to appreciate you because you give and you expect the person to respond, to reciprocate, then it's a red flag. Because people like that, they believe, why should I give you? Am I not in reality? We are together in this sense. They just give you when they think you should deserve it, not like at all times. And you feel, if you love me, you should just take care of me, and give me. You're in a relationship with a guy, a lady, you're the one doing the giving, buying things, all those stuffs, and the man is feeling, well, I'm the head of the home, I should just do the basic things, or I don't have. Giving is not in how much you have. Giving is the heart. Giving is in that your little. You can give out of that your little. That is giving for me. So if you're in a relation with someone who cannot give, who find it difficult to give, to share, is a problem. Because by the time you're in a marriage, you will really suffer, because the person will feel, what does my wife need? What does my husband need? They can sort themselves out. So if it's a problem for you, they run away. But if you feel, well, I can take care of myself, I don't need the man or woman to give me anything, good. But if for me it's a red flag, you need to watch, analyze it, and ask yourself, can I cope? Is it worth it? Can I go on with this? So friends, I think we've been able to go through there's a lot of things to talk about. So for now, I'm going to cut it short on this video, and subsequently I will share other red flags to watch out in a relationship. Relationship, is by choice, not by force. When you are being forced in a relationship, then there's a problem. If relationship is by choice, then you also have a choice to call it quits when it does no longer suit the purpose for which you entered that relationship. Don't allow people to force something down your throat. You should not get married because other people are married, or you should not be in a relationship because all your friends are in a relationship. No. You should be in a relationship because you choose to be in a relationship, and you have what it takes to accept the responsibilities that come with relationship. You're in friendship with someone and things are not going the way it should. Call it quits. Have peace of mind. Re-strategize. Ask yourself basic questions. Learn, relearn, and unlearn starting behaviors and move forward. We are here to give you tips that will help you become more valuable in life, become a better person, become more valuable to yourself and to the society at large. Do take care of yourself. If you've not subscribed to this channel, please hit the subscribe button, share this video, and like it. Do take care of yourself. See you next time.